Hello and welcome to the video. I'm very excited to be here. It is very good for me. It is very good for you. I was supposed to already be in bed, but something incredible has just come out, and it's patch 1.2 in 60 seconds, Legends of Runeterra. I watched the first 5 seconds and thought, can't do it. We got to record it live just to see. So I only know one change that's coming, which I'm already super happy about, even though it's a character I don't play. But let's just watch. Patch 1.2. Ooh, it's our boy Vladimir. And look at that. Now he drains one from the enemy nexus. This is a change someone had already proposed. I've seen people saying this quite a bit. So I'm glad they actually went for it. Which is very good. It's very cool. Very excited. We'll definitely be talking all about this in the podcast. But, I mean, what can I say? It just adds a little bit more power to our boy Vladimir. Let's carry on. Oh, Shen buff! Oh! Okay. Oh, he's going from 2 to 3. Okay, that's all. Why does this look weird, this text? Okay, the text just... I was looking at the text, but it just looks really weird because they got the 4+ up here on this side, but the 4+ down here on this side, so I was very confused. Okay, so he's going from 2 to 3, and I would assume 3 to 4. Hecarim is going to 6-6. Hecarim's getting a point of attack. Standalone's gone to 4 mana. Okay, so you can't turn 3 standalone someone. You can't turn 3 summon a 3-cost and standalone anymore. That... I think that actually kills standalone. I actually think this makes this card borderline unplayable now. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, wow. Like, not being able to play this on... Like, I guess you can play a cheaper unit earlier. Like, you can play like a 2-cost unit and standalone it. But how good is that? Or you standalone later in the game, but, I mean, you need only 1 unit on the board, right? Like, the disadvantage of this card is that you're supposed to only have 1 unit on the... You can only have 1 unit on the board to use it. Yeah, I think that might actually kill the card. That's pretty crazy. It's not as detrimental, right, as making it fast or making it slow. Both those two things would actually make the skill absolutely unplayable. But it's still pretty rough. Boom Crew Rookie down to 3 health. Legion Rearguard down to 1 health. Oh my god! The best part about Legion Rearguard in burn decks is that he can't be Thermo Beam turn 1. Like, that's the reason you play Rearguard. If you're up against P and Z, and you have the option of playing Rearguard or Saboteur, you always play Rearguard, because Rearguard's got 2 health, he can't be shot by Thermo Beam. Wow, so they're both getting nerfed. See... That's really bad for both those cards. You gotta feel bad for him, actually. Boom Crew Rookie being on 3... Like, the good thing about Boom Crew Rookie, the thing that made him really playable, was that he could get 2 attacks off. Now it's a lot harder for him to get 2 attacks off. Rearguard, it's not as big a deal, right? Like, if you're still attacking with Rearguard turn 1, like, it's just the Thermo Beam thing that really sucks. And then playing him later on, I mean, they show it off here, right? He gets chump blocked by Aristocrat. So Aggro's getting nerfed. Yep, so those are the 2 things they've hit. 2 to 1, 4 to 3. It's kind of a shame for Rearguard outside of the burn deck. But I mean, we kind of expected this, right? Didn't expect Rearguard. Definitely expected Rookie. Alright, new items. Oh, there we got arcade boards. Nice. Look at the emotes! Oh my god! Oh my god, they're so good. Oh, look at the Ezreal one! The Ezreal one's incredible! Oh my god. Babe, come look at this Pyro emote.
Is it cute?
It's rainbow. It's got a little mustache.
Aww. It's adorable.
And it's Teemo. But Teemo looks scared.
The one in the middle kind of looks like Link from Breath of the Wild.
This guy. Oh, that's Ezreal. Yeah,
It looks like Link from Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, he's a twink too.
Yeah.
But do you know what the reference is? You
No.
see how he's sweating like that?
Hmm.
You know, what is it? Like Peel and someone?
Keenan and Peele?
Key and Peel or whatever? And there's like the guy and he's like sweating really badly. And
Yeah, Keenan and Peele.
I think that's the reference they're making there. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Alright, come back.
So happy.
The opposite of sad Pyro.
Good. I don't like the sad Pyro. I don't like the Pyro's being sad.
Oh my god. Oh my god. When's it coming out? Where's my dates? Well, hang on a second. Changes to Grizzled Ranger, Boom Crew Rookie, and also Slotbot and VLADIMIR. See what's new in patch 1.2. Oh, the rest of the patch notes are out. Okay, we definitely got to look at this. I definitely have to look at this. You don't have to look at this. Okay.
I'll continue brushing my hair.
Wait, where is it? Where are the rest of the patch notes? Okay, so I guess Grizzled Ranger's getting nerfed too, right? Did I miss the Demacia changes? I only remember standalone, right? Oh, that Grizzled Ranger's a 3-1. Straight up. There we go. Grizzled Ranger's 3-1. You can't really see it, but Grizzled Ranger's 3-1. I guess they must be keeping Badger Bear the same then, right? But where are the patch notes at? How the hell do I find the patch notes? Okay, so I'm on the page that the patch notes are supposed to be on. So if I go news, and it's got here, patch notes, right? And they just came out like 10 minutes ago. But if I click on it, it just takes me to nowhere. But I have this page as well from fucking .esports that forces me to turn adblock off. Yes, I know I use adblock, but it's specifically for websites like this, right? It's not for YouTube, because I have YouTube Premium. So I have to use this site, because the main site isn't working properly. And now I'm advertising stuff I don't want to advertise. Nerfs and buffs. Okay, so champions. VLADIMIR. So now he just drains on his flip, no buffs to his front. Karma's had a cost increase from 5 to 6. That's pretty big. So if your opponent plays Karma and you will it or you kill it, they won't be able to play another Karma that turn. They have to wait till next turn if Karma's removed. Assuming you're at 10 mana, right? Yeah. 1 Karma per turn now, unless you like miss Call back or something. Shen's gotten another point of attack. Don't know if it's enough for Shen though, right? Realistically, I don't even know if this is enough for VLADIMIR. Like you can still play him in like Battle Scars and whatever. And this will certainly keep you alive a little longer. It could be a lot of healing, right? You're like 3 dudes on the board. You're healing like 3 health and attack. I guess it's okay. Vi has had a health decrease from 5 to 4. That's pretty big. That's pretty massive. 5 and tough is really hard to kill. Really hard to kill. And she's just like a staple, you know. She gets played in any deck someone plays. They just turn around at one point and go, "How can I make my deck better? I don't know. I'll just put Vi in it." Like Bannermen now run Vi. It's like the craziest thing. This character's just too good. She's the everyman of the game right now. Hecarim definitely needed the buff. Definitely. The biggest problem with Hecarim right now... I think the biggest problem that Hecarim has right now is that if you kill Hecarim dies in combat pretty often. So if Hecarim dies while in combat, then all of his Shadow Riders, or all the ephemerals behind him, all lose their buffs. And getting more attack doesn't really fix that, right? Getting more health is what fixes that. Okay. Great Horn Companion power increased from 4 to 5. So that is the Moose. That is the Moose Scout. It's a remembrance target. It's the only remembrance target that comes out with less than 5 attack. But the 5 health is pretty standard. Yeah, except for like the Challenger one, right? But you're getting a guy with Challenger that that puts another unit back in your hand after he dies. That's pretty good. Yeah, if not for this like Karma nerf, increasing her cost, right? This is a pretty good buff. This is a little bit of a buff for I mean, even just nerfing Burn's a really big buff for Lux Karma. And this is like a little bit of like icing on the cake. But they did nerf Karma, which kind of really hurts the tempo of the deck quite a lot. I mean, if you play Karma on 5 and you play Lux on 6, you're hitting like the right tempo, right? There is an argument to be made that you want to play Karma later anyway. But now they both take up the same mana slot, which makes them a little harder to play together. But people will probably still do it. Grizzled Ranger's gone from 4 to 3. And so's Badger Bear, actually. I'm surprised. I didn't think they would reduce Badger Bear's attack power. But yeah, Badger Bear's gone from 4 to 3 as well. So now he's a 3-4 instead of a 4-4. A lot of people have been complaining about that. I did see this guy in the video. So when this guy strikes the Nexus, he creates a Challenger in hand. It's very hard to get him to strike the Nexus, but there you go. He's got 2 health now, which I don't think he's going to see a tremendous amount of play just off that, right? Rearguard has lost a point of health. We saw that in the video. Kindly Tavern Keeper, his power... Well, so now he's got 3 attacks. So he's normally a 2-3. Now he's a 3-3. And he heals your Nexus or another unit by 3. That's pretty good. In the burn meta, he is a heavy consideration for a lot of people. But he still doesn't see a lot of play because he's not that good. But now he's got 3 extra attack, which is pretty good. Broom Crew Rookie, we saw that one. Longtooth is now got 2 health. Cool. Still don't think people are going to play Longtooth. Monkey Idol, health increased from 4 to 5. Okay, so the Monkey Idol will take 2 of its own life at the start of every turn to summon a Powder Monkey. So it would go from 4 to 2 to 0, and then it would pop. Now it's going to go from 5 to 3 to 1, and then to 0. So it's going to summon you an extra monkey every turn. I guess it is a little harder to remove. Funny enough, if you put... I did this in Expeditions once, but you can put a Chain Vest on a Monkey Idol, then it will only lose like 1 health every turn, which is kind of cool. Okay, Slotbot, power increased from 0 to 1, health increased from 3 to 4. I guess they want Slotbot to be good. He's slow, right? It takes a while. He's this guy that kind of just sits on your board and waits until you've drawn enough cards before he can start dealing some serious damage. Brood Awakening gone from 5 to 6. Ooh, big nerf to Karma Control. Deep Meditation, cost increase from 4 to 5. That is massive. So now, if you cast 2 spells the previous turn, it's going to cost 3 instead of 2. That's pretty massive. Standalone has gone from 3 to 4. That's pretty massive. And the following things are on the watch list. Unyielding Spirit gets a tremendous amount of complaint from players. It is I won't say it's an unbeatable card, right? As there are definitely ways to get around it. I will say that it is a very annoying card. And I will say that if you are playing a deck that that just like doesn't have a way to deal with this, and there are a lot of them out there, and there are a lot of regions that just struggle to deal with this in general if you're not in Ionia, then it is in some ways a problematic card. But I don't really know what kind of changes they would make to that. Pilfered goods and card stealing. I think if they make any changes to this at all, more than likely they're going to rip cards from the bottom. But stealing cards is absolutely frustrating. I despise yoink. I hate it. It is so annoying. And I don't hate it because, oh, my opponent's using my cards against me. It's really annoying when your opponent is taking some of your answers away from you. Like, I don't care that they're using those cards, and those cards in particular might help them. I hate that I might not have those cards now later. Or, oh, he used Will of Ionia against me, and I could have had that Will of Ionia in my hand right now, but he stole it from me. Or situations like, oh, they yoinked my Unyielding Spirit. Oh, they yoinked my whatever. It's really fun to play, don't get me wrong, but really frustrating to play against. And Karma and Ezreal are still on the watch list. We sort of said this. We sort of said this on the podcast, but we kind of think that Ezreal would need a complete overhaul, because I don't think he is working as he was intended in development. As for Karma, I wanted to talk about Karma, but GZ kind of wanted to move the conversation along. But of course, Karma did take a nerf in this patch, going up to 6 mana to player. But I guess they're wondering if that's enough, right? And you want Karma to be a late game powerhouse, but you don't want it to just like immediately win you the game. You want a big payoff for having Karma on the board when you reach 10 mana, when you reach Enlightenment, but you don't want it to be like you just win the game, right, type thing. And I don't think on her own right now she just wins you the game, but she does provide you a pretty incredible payoff. I don't think Karma is a huge deal. I think Ezreal can be somewhat problematic though. But yeah, just some text updates. 1.2 contained over 40 text clarity changes. Cards that were adjusted included champions like Fizz and spells such as Dragon's Rage. And they've put down a list of every card. Okay, so definitely check that out soon. We get to look at the fun stuff now. Okay, a Rainbow Poro and a Rainbow Poro emote. We got an arcade board. We got an arcade card back. That's Riven's sword, by the way, to anyone who doesn't play LOR, and that is Hecarim's lance. Riven is actually coming to the game when the new region comes out. What? Yeah, just grab it. Or you can have that if you want.
No, mine's full.
Huh? Just take it. I'll cut you out. Got some great emotes. The Draven one looks sick. The Ezreal one is... I'm definitely running the Ezreal one. I think everyone's going to be running the Ezreal one. This is BM as shit. And this one's funny. But this one's going to be BM as shit. This one and these two are going to be hilarious. Expeditions. Don't really care about expeditions. Let's see. Whoa, until patch 1.3 comes out in 2 weeks, the Oracle's Eye will be disabled during an opponent's attack turn due to a rare bug that shows incorrect information. What the fuck? That's so annoying. This game's gonna make me count for like 2 weeks. Ugh. Now, I did run into a bug that I want to see if is on here. So, I ran into a bug where Sejuani was attacking, and then my next unit was attacking after Sejuani. But when Sejuani hit and the frostbite went off, these two guys hit immediately after, before the frostbite went through to all the units. So my guy died and took damage, and it was like a really important guy. And I'm sitting here looking at the Oracle's Eye, hovering over it, going, I was so confused because Sejuani hits the Nexus and freezes everyone, right? So why the fuck is my guy dying? So I thought, okay, it's probably just a bug with Oracle's Eye. I'll just let it through. Nope, he fucking died. So I guess it was my fault, right? Okay. Let's see if there's anything important here. Less XP than intended. Players who are caught mid-game during a service interruption will no longer receive a loss. If both players get disconnected, the game won't count. Fixed an issue where players could sometimes enter a different queue than the one selected. This has happened to me so many times. It has happened to me so many times that I have clicked on normal and queued up for a normal game playing some stupid freaking deck that I threw together for the sake of fun. And then next thing I know, I lose rank because I lost the game with my stupid deck. And now I'm losing rank. And I'm, what? Yeah, it's happened to me so many times. And I think there are even times where I've been put into like an AI match, and I didn't mean to go into an AI match, and it's very confusing. Chum the Waters can now be played without an enemy unit in play. Okay. That's a big deal. That is definitely a big deal. And I don't know why they put that in the bug fix section. Like, yeah, maybe it's a bug, but that is definitely something you should be putting up here. Absolutely, you should be putting that up here with the spells. In fact, like, you've got a section here where you've got Longtooth up here somewhere in followers, right? Longtooth, health increase from 2 to 1. You put Longtooth up here with his buff, but you're not going to fucking tell everyone other than this tiny little line. So many people don't even read bug fixes because they're just like, oh, it's going to be problems like when the music doesn't play in the client and shit like that. But people don't care about... A lot of people don't read this, but I always read bug fixes because I want to see important lines of text like this. I don't play Fizz. I don't touch Fizz. I watch a lot of streamers, and I've seen this problem pop up for some of the streamers that I watch that have wanted to put another unit on the board because they need a block the next turn, or they need an extra bit of damage to push through this turn, but they can't summon Chum the Waters because there's no enemy in play, because it requires you to target an opponent. But now they're letting you play Chum the Waters without an enemy unit in play. So I would assume that means you can now summon Longtooth without needing to make an opponent vulnerable. The box no longer deals extra damage to units that have been played multiple times and now interacts properly with crowd control, changing effects like possession. Really interesting thing that popped up in a Mogwai stream not too long ago is that there was a barrel on the board one turn, and Gangplank was leveled on the board. So the following turn, Gangplank threw a barrel into the stack, and then Mogwai played the box to kill the barrel, or to kill the barrel stack, and it didn't work because a barrel wasn't quote-unquote summoned this turn. However, if you read the text of Gangplank's card, it specifically says, round start, summon a powder keg, right? And the text of the box says, deal 3 damage to all units summoned this round. So Gangplank summons a keg, and the box hits a summoned unit. Why doesn't it hit the kegs? And then chat got into this big argument about, oh, but it's not summoning a keg, it's adding a keg to the stack. And it's like, yeah, okay, that's fine. Alright? But it doesn't say that anywhere on the card text or in any kind of rule book or anything like that. If you read the text on the cards, it would imply that the box should hit a keg. It should hit the keg stack if you add a keg to the stack. Now, for the sake of, for the benefit of kegs, because kegs aren't tremendously strong, they're fun and they're interesting and they can be powerful in certain situations, but for the sake of kegs, I would prefer it if they weren't hit by the box, or on summon effects when you add things to the stack. But also you don't want to add a butt ton of text to cards to say things like add 2 kegs to the stack. Sorry, summon 2 kegs, or if there is already a keg on the board, increase the stack by 2 or something like that. But yeah. Most important thing you need to know in here is that Chum the Waters can now be played. And as for these changes, this is a pretty huge nerf. Definitely keep your eye on Brood Awakening. Definitely keep your eye on Deep Meditation. Definitely keep your eye on Standalone. Like, the nerfs that these 3 spells have been hit by is massive. It is absolutely massive. And this is definitely a necessary nerf that needs to happen. Burn is getting nerfed, right? Boom Crew Rookie is now only going to be getting off 1 attack, which is 2 damage. Boom Crew Rookie is now only guaranteed. He's not even guaranteed, right? Because there are a lot of, like, if you draw a Get Excited on turn 2, it kills Boom Crew Rookie. You won't get an attack off. Not a Get Excited, a Gotcha. Gotcha, 2 damage. Even Get Excited. If you pass turn 1, you have Get Excited in your hand, you can now kill Boom Crew Rookie. You couldn't do that before. At 4 health, he was always guaranteed a second attack on turn 2. You couldn't thermo this guy. You really couldn't deal with this guy. Huge nerf. That's great. I'm really glad this came out. And I didn't mean to make this a 30-minute video, but there you go, 30 minutes. Definitely going to trim some of that down. Thank you very much for watching. We are definitely going to be running through this in very thorough detail when the podcast comes out, but due to some time restrictions we have, it's not going to be coming out till probably the weekend, so I definitely wanted to get a video out today. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you through the week. Bye.